Rancho Event Center for the state basketball tournament at 2A, live on the radio at Cool 95.7, on the internet, HobbsAmerica.com, the YouTube Tatum Sports Channel, and of course on the Cool Facebook page. Ty Friend here with you, the quarterfinals of the 2A girls tournament. Your Tatum Lady Coyotes taking on Laguna Acoma today. Of course, Tatum at number 1 in the state against the number 9 Hawks from Laguna Acoma. Now, Acoma is 22-7 overall, 9-1 in their district, and your Tatum Lady Coyotes at 24-5, also 9-1, but arguably a very tough district here for Tatum versus the one that the Laguna Acoma team plays in. Of course, as you know, Tatum is in their district along with Texaco, who's also at the state tournament, Eunice Lady Cardinals, and the Jow Lady Panthers. All 4 of those teams made the state tournament, at least the first round. Of course, Jow was knocked off last week. Eunice is playing later tonight, the 6:30 game here in Rio Rancho. Tatum playing right now, and then Texaco, of course, as well. It was a 3-game series between Tatum and Texaco. Tatum lost the first game by 1 point, 48-47, but then came back and thrashed Texaco by 33 and then 24. So very exciting stuff. Tatum just completely rolled through the rest of the district to get to this point. Of course, this past week, Tatum winning big over Estancia, 79-42, a 37-point Mercy Roll victory for the Tatum Lady Coyotes in that one. It was a 10-point game at the half, 34-24, and so it was kind of a little bit closer than what you'd expect, but Tatum in that third quarter extended the lead with a 27-12 margin. They were up 61-36 at the end of 3, and then 18-6 in the fourth quarter as they get into the win column there. So definitely a very big game. Avery Hennard with 28 points in that contest. Luan Villasenor ended up with 24. So big-time win there. Tatum only had 1 3-pointer converted in that ball game. So lots of point production coming off the 2-pointers in the paint and in transition in that game. Tatum shooting 21 of 29 from the free throw line for 72% to punch their ticket to this quarterfinal win. Third quarter also was a 17-0 run for the Lady Coyotes in that ball game to get over the hump and extend their lead. Again, winning by that 37 margin. Estancia did manage to hit 5 3-pointers in that game and were 7 of 8 from the free throw stripe at 87%. But still, big win for Tatum to get here to Rio Rancho. Of course, winning also the district tournament championship over Eunice, 50-32. Avery Hennard again with 2 for 2 free throw shooting, had 3 trays in that game, 23 points. Villasenor had 10 points, the 2 in double digits for Tatum. They shot 8 of 10 from the free throw line in that game for 80%, hit 4 trays in the contest, and really had a strong third quarter just like they did against Estancia, 20-6 against Eunice in that quarter to get the lead extended and win that ball game by 18. So Eunice still in the tournament, though, as we mentioned, coming up later tonight. We'll have that game also on Cool. There'll be a game between this Tatum contest and the Eunice matchup before we get to that one later. Laguna Acoma again 22-7 on the season, averaging 55.7 points a contest, only giving up 38, so they definitely have some defense out on the court. They averaged 60 points in their district and only gave up 31, so even better defense against their district opponents. Dulce, Rama, Rehoboth Christian, Navajo Pine, the teams in their district, and they pretty much took a hold of all those teams, but did have some problems with Hozo Academy. Lost to them once, 41-38, although Hozo Academy lost in the first round of the playoffs last week and were knocked out of the tournament. Last week, Laguna Acoma won the first round over number 8 Cuesta. That was an upset, 9 winning over number 8, 53-49 in that one. They've got a ton of Carrillos on this team. Gianna Carrillo had 16, Brianna Carrillo 16, and Jasmine Carrillo with 12. So all 3 of them in the top scoring numbers for Laguna Acoma. Didn't have very good free throw shooting in that game, even in the victory. 12 of 27 for 44%, and they were 5 of 14 from three-point land for 36%. Only 9 turnovers, though, for Laguna Acoma, but they caused 36 turnovers on Cuesta. Definitely the reason for the win for that Laguna Acoma squad. Last year, they went 22-7, 9-1 in district, and that was exactly the same record as they had last year, or this year, I should say. But they did lose in the quarterfinals to Mesa Vista, 74-36. Now, Mesa Vista is the team that the Eunice Cardinals will play later tonight. So that's basically the matchup with these 2 teams, Laguna Acoma and Tatum. Their only common opponent this season was Estancia. Of course, we just mentioned Tatum dismantling that squad by 37. Hennard with 31 and Villasenor with 21 in that game. It was Also a victory for Laguna Acoma, beating Estancia as well, 56-49. Only a 7-point win during the regular season. Gianna Carrillo had 23 in that game. Jasmine Carrillo with 15. That was a contest. Laguna Acoma was 58% from the field, so some good shooting going on, and they caused 27 turnovers on Estancia in that ball game. So this Laguna Acoma team does have some good defense. Well, let's see if they can stack it up against the Tatum Lady Coyotes. So that's where we have it going on here in just a few minutes, about 2 minutes away from the introductions as your Tatum Lady Coyotes hooking up Laguna Acoma. It's the Coyotes versus the Hawks live on Cool 95.7, home of the quarterfinals here at the 2A State Basketball Tournament in Rio Rancho. We'll take a 2-minute break, come back with the introductions. You're listening live for Tatum Coyote Hoops.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
The Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are very proud of every single student. With the dedication in the classroom and the dedication in your community, you've made all of Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off, Coyotes. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. For more details about Tatum Schools, please log on to tatumschools.org.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Imagine having everything we ever dreamed. Don't you want it? Can't you see it?
Now, with the new LeCo, you can have it all. Don't settle for slow internet. LeCo introduces reliable internet speed experience. No more slow music and video streams. Experience LeCo's blazing fast connection. Experience the new LeCo with multi-device internet connection. LeCo, experience tomorrow's broadband today. 370-5010 or leco.net.
Don't you want it all?
Are you ready to take the next step in your education?
Look no further than New Mexico Junior College.
Whether you're just starting out or aiming to advance your career, NMJC offers top-notch programs in so many different fields.
With small class sizes and dedicated instructors, you'll get the personal attention you deserve.
Plus, our campus is equipped with state-of-the-art facilities and resources to support your learning journey.
Visit us online at nmjc.edu or stop by our campus to discover why NMJC is a smart choice for your education.
We're back live here at Rio Rancho's Event Center as your Tatum Lady Coyotes get ready to hook up with Laguna Acoma, the 2A quarterfinals. Later tonight, we've got the Eunice Lady Cardinals in action against Mesa Vista, who's ranked second in the state. So that should be an interesting game right here on Cool. There'll be a game between Tatum and Eunice, though, so lots of basketball to come. The Tatum Lady Coyotes averaging 59.8 points a contest this season, which is about 4 better than their opponent in this one. And Tatum giving up just 34 points a game, which is about 4 points less than their opponent as well. Of course, in district, though, Tatum averaging 32.7 points per game more than all their opponents. Of course, Eunice, Jow, Texaco, etc. So lots of good things going on. Of course, their top 2 scorers on the season, Avery Hennard and, of course, Luann Villasenor, both averaging around 17 points a contest. In fact, Hennard is averaging over 25 points a game in the last 2 contests, the district tournament championship, and of course the first round of the state playoffs last week. So she's really on a scoring tear. Villasenor scored 24 against Estancia and 10 against in the district championship game against Eunice Lady Cardinals. So she is averaging 17.5 or 16.5 points a game in those last two. Tatum did give up a few trays to Eunice on that tournament championship, 5 in fact, and 5 against Estancia last week. So a few shots from the outside, but other than that, third quarters are where it's been at for the Lady Coyotes, really turning the screws on the defense and getting some transition points. Starting lineup for Laguna Okama: Gianna Carrillo, Kaylee Lorenzo, Sophia Lazos, Jasmine Carrillo, and Brianna Carrillo. So we're going to have a lot of Carrillos to discuss here. And they've got quite a few seniors on the squad as well, a total of 7 that'll be on the court at various points of the game. In fact, in terms of their starting lineup, 4 out of the 5 are seniors. The only junior, Brianna Carrillo, so she's coming back next year under head coach Nicole Pedro. And for your Tatum Lady Coyotes, of course, Avery Hennard, one of the leading scorers on the team. Aubrey Young, the senior guard. Sydney Rice, the junior wing. Luann Villasenor, the senior forward. And Naomi Garcia, freshman guard. So some youngster looks there. Getting a chance to come back a few more seasons is Naomi Garcia. And she's been hovering in that third slot for scoring much of the, especially the postseason for the Tatum Lady Coyotes. 3 seniors on the squad for Tatum. And of course, the rumor is that Coach Slover has his last season going on right now, superintendent of the Tatum schools, and this could be the last hurrah for him as the quarterfinal, semis, and the championship game. Of course, he has won a championship with Tatum in the past. Both teams on the court. Tatum wearing their white uniforms with the red lettering and numbering, and Laguna Acoma, the Hawks, in blue with white numbers, navy blue. As Tatum going right to left on the radio dial and the internet, and left to right for Laguna Acoma. Tatum tips it in the backcourt, and we're underway here early as Naomi Garcia bringing it across the timeline. Stop and go, top of the arc, sends it to the left wing. Holding on the ball is Aubrey Young, slings it back up top to reset, and looking for some help is Garcia. Finds Hennard on the right wing, bounce pass to the right corner. Getting the pass is Young, dumps it back to the right baseline off the hands of Hennard behind her, knocks off her hands, but also touched by Laguna Acoma's Brianna Carrillo. It'll be Tatum basketball on that right baseline. Looking for their first score of the ball game. The inbound comes to the right corner, 3 on the way for Hennard off the right rim, no good. Rebound with this pivot move, deep in the right by Jasmine Carrillo. As she outlets to the timeline to Kaylee Lorenzo across the stripe with a crossover move. Lost the ball, tracks it down top of the circle. Tough pressure being applied for the Lady Coyotes by Garcia. Pass gets deflected back to Carrillo. In the lane, though, now ripped down for Tatum by Luann Villasenor. And we got a whistle. Looks like they call the jump ball, so retaining possession will be Laguna Acoma on the possession arrow. It'll be their ball on the far left sideline in front of the Tatum bench near the scorer's table. Inbounding is Lazos, throws it down low, over the head of her teammate. Brianna Carrillo out of bounds on the baseline. First turnover for the Hawks. And looks like Tatum's going to be facing some trap pressure in the backcourt. They got 2 guards back there for the blue and white. Tatum inbounding from their bench area on the far right sideline. Throw it back deep to Hennard. Across the timeline on the pivot. Now the dribble for Luann Villasenor. Drives the lane, high arching layup. Dribbles through the rim and goes through for 2. First points of the ball game. Lady Coyotes up 2-0 early here in the quarterfinals. Inbounded to Lazos. Crossover move. Double team by Villasenor and Naomi Garcia. Ooh, late whistle. She tried to go through 2 defenders. They called the reach foul. As they'll attach that one to Luann Villasenor. That's her first team foul. I'd love to get my tongue rolling on her last name. You will not hear Villa after this point in time. Driving down the right side of the lane, Carrillo after the inbound. Tries a wraparound pass. They're going to say she double dribbled right on her tail. Trying to get a block on that pass with Sydney Rice. That'll be already the second turnover for the Hawks. And we're just about 1 minute over the start of this game. Inbound to the far right sideline. Into Hennard. Throws it across. The time stripe to Garcia to the left elbow. Up top, 15-footer on the way for Rice, and swishes it through right inside the three-point circle. Tatum up early, 4-0. 6:40 left first quarter. The inbound handoff to Kaylee Lorenzo in the paint. Gives it off to the near side to Lazos and got bited into. Hipping her with Sydney Rice. Getting a little bit too tenacious on the trap pressure on the near sideline. That's her second team foul. It will be Laguna Acoma's ball here on the near side, right in front of the media table, right on the hardwood here at the Rio Rancho Rec Center. Inbound to the time stripe. Kaylee Lorenzo brings it across with the lefty dribble. Pivots, bounce pass to the free throw line. Picked off. In transition, Luann Villasenor. That's the third Hawks turnover. She'll take it to the rack herself. Misses the reverse layup right side. Rebound by Hennard. Tied up on the left block. She got sandwiched by Gianna Carrillo and Sophia Lazos. The jump ball arrow for Tatum underneath their hoop on the left side. Up 4-0 with 6:22 left first quarter. The inbound to the left wing to Hennard. 18-footer and off the left rim. Loose on the baseline. Pulled down for Laguna Acaba by Lazos. Her first rebound. Throws it up ahead to a breaking Carrillo. High-arching layup with two hands off the left glass and scores. That's Gianna Carrillo. Remember, there's 3 on the team. 4-2. Quick inbound on the far right sideline to Garcia. Throws it across to Hennard. Jump stop on the right elbow. Might have got away at the travel. Pass to the right corner. 3 on the way by Young off the back of the rim. And we got a crash. Boy, it looked like Tatum was in position that time for the rebound. They're going to say over the back, though, called against Naomi Garcia. Looked like she got between 2 of the defensive players and tried to rip it through. But they're going to say she bodied him up. That's her first. Already the 3rd team foul. 3-0 foul count in favor of Laguna Acaba. The ball in the hands of Lazos. Gets a strip on the near sideline. Hennard gets away, but then she travels. She got a pivot against 2 defenders. And it'll go back to Laguna Acaba trading turnovers. The first for Tatum, the 4th for the Hawks. Laguna's ball on the near sideline. As inbounding for the blue and white is Lazos. Into the backcourt to Carrillo at the timeline. Bounces it back to Lazos. They're going to say she stepped on the sideline for the 5th turnover. Laguna Acaba not doing themselves any favors with their offensive possessions. Lots of turnovers early in this one. And it's 5:49 left in the first quarter. On the top of the arc, as the pass coming around the right side to Garcia against a 2-1-2 zone. Tries to get in the lane. Ricochets out. Picked up by Hennard down the right baseline. Kick out left base to Young for the jumper. And nails it from 15. 6-0. Make it 6-2. Tatum up by 4. The inbound to the deep right corner to Kaylee Lorenzo. Got shoved in the back. No call as putting an arm on her was Garcia. Throws it across the timeline to the left baseline. A layup on the left glass. Put it through for Jasmine Carrillo. Her first bucket. And now it's 6-4. Tatum loses the ball at the time stripe. Picked up, though, by Luan Villasenor. And she's getting some tough pressure applied by Kaylee Lorenzo. Drives the lane, though. Jumps in the air. Dumps it off to Young for 15. Left wing. Off this back of the rim. No good. Tatum missing their last few jumpers. And a rebound. And a quick tie-up is coming down with it first. Jasmine Carrillo on the left block. Tatum ties her up with a double team. But it will be an arrow for Laguna Acaba. 6-4 the score. Tatum up by 2 with 5:02 remaining here in the opening quarter of the quarterfinals. The inbound ricochet to Lorenzo. Going to drive it hard across the timeline against double team pressure. Deflected by Naomi Garcia. Picked up left wing by Carrillo. Tries the baseline. Tries to bounce it out. But they're going to say she shuffled her feet, did Carrillo, on the left base for the 6th turnover. So almost every possession is going back the other direction. As right now, Luan Villasenor trying to get her team spread out here to try to break the press. The inbound to the far right side to Naomi Garcia. Steps out in front of the Tatum bench. And not a lot of help coming in that backcourt. Whoever's got the dribble is just kind of stumbling through traffic. And that's the 2nd Tatum turnover. Inbound to the time stripe, brought across by Kaylee Lorenzo. Stop and go. Bounce pass to the right wing. Pivoting is Brianna Carrillo. Throws it back door. Scoop shot on the right side. Missing off the bottom of the rim, Gianna Carrillo. But they're going to call the foul on Tatum underneath the hoop as they charge that one to Avery Hennard. That's her first, already the 4th team foul. And we'll send Gianna Carrillo to the line to shoot 2. First free throws of the ball game here in the first quarter. First shot is up off the front of the rim. Hard shot there, no good. And now we got subs coming in, 1 for each team. On for Tatum is Colby Hennard. She comes in for Avery Hennard. Relationship going on there. And coming on for the Hawks, double check the number on that. I believe that was Tavani Scott. Rebounding foul off the missed free throw. They're going to call that against Laguna Acaba, so no good on the second shot. Foul called against Tavani Scott, who just barely got on the court. First team foul. Inbound to the free throw line backcourt to Luan Villasenor. Throws it to the time stripe to Hennard. Hennard throws it back and then gets it across the timeline as she hands off left wing to Luan Villasenor. Hippity hop dribble, top of the circle. No look pass to the right side of the arc to Young. Cross court left to Hennard. Hennard's going to take a dribble to the right elbow with a big jump stop. Kick it out to Young, right side. And back deep to the time stripe to Naomi Garcia. Lets it roll a little bit. Returns the ball to the left wing to Hennard. Back deep, top of the circle to Garcia. Takes a few dribbles up top. Uses them up, though. She has Hennard on the left wing, the freshman. One dribble and stops and returns up top to Garcia. Not much of an offensive look. Up to the left baseline, though. Shot on the way for Rice from 18. Out the front of the rim, no good. A crash at the free throw line. Diving to the hardwood as Lorenzo to come up with it. She outlets to the far left sideline, then gets it back from Tamani Scott. Now in the front court is Lorenzo. Drives the lane, pass to the free throw line, shoved away by Carrillo. No good for Brianna Carrillo. Rolls out of bounds. Tatum trying to chase it. Went off the hands of Naomi Garcia. And it will be Laguna Acoma basketball. They're going to get more chances to shoot on this position, it looks like, as they've had a lot of turnovers, 6 to be exact. Inbound to the right wing, faking a 3, driving the lane, Carrillo. Trying to go through 2 defenders, splitting the difference between Aubrey Young and Sydney Rice on the right elbow. They call the foul, block foul on Rice, her second. Already bounce around the rim and good. Carrillo now with 3 points. She leads the Hawks. Tatum has 3 scores already, a bucket apiece for Young, Rice, and Villasenor, as they'll get one more. Shot is up, in and out, no good. And pulled down in the middle of the paint, and a quick dribble over Luann Villasenor. Goes it to the time start to bring it across. Naomi Garcia, stop and go, gets a double team. Flips it off to the left wing to Young. Down the lane with a pass to Villasenor. Reverse layup on the right side off the glass. Counted in the foul. Her second bucket to lead the Coyotes. That's 4 points for her. And they get the foul on Jasmine Carrillo. Her first, second team foul. Chance for that 3-point play for Villasenor. Again, leading with 4 points for the Lady Coyotes. Her shot is up, and it is off the back of the rim. No good. Big rip on the left block and the rebound for Young. Ripped it away from a defender. Pass to the free throw line to Garcia. She takes a stumble step but got knocked around first. Pinball action. They call the body foul against Laguna Acoma. See who they call that one. I believe that was Mesmerin Martinez, her first. Or excuse me, that was Kaylee Lorenzo, her first, third team foul. Inbound to the left elbow, backing it out is Young on the dribble. Kicks it to the free throw line to Garcia, and she didn't get a control of that ball and came back for it, shuffled both feet, and the travel, third turnover for the Coyotes. It's going to be the Hawks basketball in front of their bench, far left sideline of the backcourt. Tatum up 8-5 here in the first, 3:19 remaining. Inbound to the baseline to Mesmeris Martinez. Stolen a shot from the right block for Hinner. Doesn't get it. Rebound put back up on the left block. Missing off the rim was Naomi Garcia. And then a ricochet in the paint. And I think they're going to go the other direction. Tatum might have been bodying up on that one. So there's going to be a foul. Nope, we're going to go against the Hawks on that call. That'll be their 4th team foul. And inbounding will be Luann Villasenor from the left baseline. Sends it back up top to Hinner. Backs it out. Now pivoting, looking for help. 180, and then unloads to the right wing to Young. Young in front of the Hawks bench. Returns it up top to the freshman Hinner. She's going to fire up an 18-footer as the defender backed off for just a second and makes Carrillo pay for it. The freshman scores her first bucket. Already 4 scores for Tatum. We're up 10-5, doubling on Laguna Acoma. Long pass down court is picked off by Aubrey Young. Turner number 7 for Laguna Acoma. The pass to the right corner to Hinner. Fires up an 18-footer off the back of the rim. Chased down left corner by Young. Other side of the court. Cross court right to Hinner. She's going to hold the ball and then back it out in front of the scorer's table. Sends it up top of the circle to Garcia. Flick it over left to Young. Young going to move some offense a little bit with a jab step. Defense backing way up on a 1-2-2 zone. Returns it up top to Garcia. Sliding right. Finds Villasenor on the free throw line, who gets hammered by 2 players on that stripe. And that'll be the 5th foul, so that means double bonus. Jasmine Carrillo picks up her second 15 foul. And a 2-shot situation for Luann Villasenor, who's got 2 points. 0 for 1 from the charity stripe, as is the team. The Hawks are 1 for 4 from the line for 25%. First free throw up, and it is off the back of the rim. She's missed 2 so far. Coach Pedro for Laguna Acoma going to bring in some subs. Started with 1, now a bunch of other ones loading up now. Sophia Lazos and Mia Smith seeing her first action, a sophomore. JC Garcia in as well, another sophomore. So youngsters getting some time here early in the quarterfinals. First quarter, 2:20 left, 10-5 Tatum. Pinning this second free throw. It's good, a swish for Villasenor. She's got 5 to lead both teams. 11-5, biggest lead for Tatum is 6 here in the first. Inbound on the baseline, right side, and fumbling off her hands, Mia Smith. They're going to say she was pushed in the back. Looks like going to get Colby Hinard on that one. That's her first. And we're going to the other end. Boy, this end of this first quarter is really delayed with a double bonus for both teams. That's the 6th on Tatum. Need 5 for 2 shots. And that'll send Mia Smith, the sophomore, to the other end to try to whack away at this 6-point deficit for the Hawks. Trying to get in the scorebook. She just barely checked in less than a minute ago. First one is up, and it's a swish for Smith. Now 3 scores for Laguna Acoma. Tatum with 4. One more free throw for Smith. Takes her 3 dribbles, shots up, and it's in and out, no good. Ball loose for a second there, pulled down in the left base. Runner shot on the way by Smith, misses everything, and chased down in transition by Villasenor. Throws it ahead for the Lady Coyotes to Hennard on the left side. Passes up top, gets it back, fires a 3 off the left rim, no good. Rebound underneath by Villasenor. Goes backdoor, double hand layup for Garcia on the right side glass, count it. Her first bucket, 13-6, and we got a timeout on the court. Laguna Acoma wants to talk about it. Your Tatum Lady Coyotes had their biggest lead here in the first quarter, 13-6 over Laguna Acoma. We will take a 30-second break and come back live with more Tatum Lady Coyotes quarterfinal hoops on Cool 95.7.
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
Welcome back to Rio Rancho Events Center. Your Tatum Lady Coyotes lead 13-6 over Laguna Acoma in the quarterfinals. Inbound to half court after the timeout to J.C. Garcia. Double team, diving on the floor to get the steal for Tatum. Naomi Garcia, that's turnover number 8. Throws it down the lane to the other end to Villasenor. Shot from the left block, double clutch, no good. Loose underneath the hoop. Looked like somebody was hammer shot on the basketball, and it looked like maybe they're going to call that against Laguna Acoma. Yes, they do. That will be the 6th foul on Laguna Acoma. Both teams in the double bonus. Not quite sure they got that one on. Bunch of people in the area that time. And Villasenor going to be back to the line again. Misses out the back of the rim. She's 1 of 4 from the charity stripe. The only one to been on the line so far for the Lady Coyotes, who lead 13-6. 1:44 left first quarter. Second shot is up, and it's good. Leads both teams with 6 points. Tatum up by 8, their biggest lead. Long half-court inbound to Carrillo. Drives the right baseline. Good defense put on her by Young. Leans and shoots so. Coming down the right side of the base and puts it through to Young. Or correction, Carrillo. She's got 5. 14-8. Tatum by 6. Inbound quickly. Far right side to Garcia. Goes it up ahead to a breaking Young. To the free throw line. Good jump stop. Handoff behind to Villasenor. Drives the lane with the runner shot. Hippity-hop move off the back of the iron. They're going to call the foul from behind. Boy, she's making a living on that charity stripe. They get the foul call on J.C. Garcia, her first, 17th foul, and we're still sitting at the 1:23 mark of the first quarter. A total of 13 fouls so far, 7 for Laguna Acoma and 6 for Tatum. Free throw up and good. So she's been on the line 6 times so far, made 3 of those for 50%, and has 7 points. Top scorer for both squads, also 3 rebounds for Luann in this one. There have been 5 scores for Tatum. Second shot off the front of the rim, bouncing around and good. She's made her last 3. 8 points for Villasenor, and now 16-8, matching the biggest lead, doubling up. Laguna Acoma, backdoor pass, a layup with 2 hands, missed by Jasmine Carrillo. Rebound on the right baseline, pulled down by Colby Hennard. Goes it across, tried to get it across the timeline, but it's taken away by Smith for turnover. Pass down the lane, shot on the left block by Garcia, no good. Garcia chases it down on the left elbow for her first rebound. Tries to get it over to the left corner to Jasmine Carrillo, but sails it behind her out of bounds of the Tatum bench. Laguna Acoma not doing themselves any justice with their 9th turnover, 4 for Tatum so far. And the Hawks want to go to their bench and bring back Brianna Carrillo. 16-8, Tatum doubling up on the Hawks with 56 seconds left first quarter. Inbound to half court, stop and go dribble for Hennard. Falls to the floor as he tried to pass it back to the time stripe. And it will sail to the scores table out of bounds for Tatum's 5th turnover. Both teams a little bit of jitters here in this quarterfinal game here in Rio Rancho. We'll have the Eunice game later tonight at 6:15 for the pregame show against Mesa Vista, the number 2 team. The inbounder was Sophia Lauzos, came back and got the ball after she threw it in, and a reach foul near half court, chopping at her for Tatum Luann Villasenor. That'll be her second, 17th foul. 14 total fouls now in this ballgame, 7 apiece for both teams, and that'll send Sophia Lauzos to the line. The Hawks are currently 2 of 6 for 33% from the charity stripe, and Lauzos trying to get on the scorebook. First free throw is up and good, a swish. Tatum going to go to their bench for Coach Slover. as he'll bring to the court Isabel Ramirez, seeing her first action of the contest. One more free throw coming now for Lazos. Trying to get this down to a 6-point deficit for the Hawks. And misses in and out, no good. Rebound on the right block with two hands, put up by Carrillo. She can't get the drop. Pulled down to the left baseline by Brianna Carrillo. Kick out left wing. Three on the way off the side of the rim by Garcia. Still loose on the baseline, gets her own rebound, but she stepped on the baseline as she tried to dribble underneath the hoop from left to right. So she got the board, and then the travel for the 10th turnover. Pressure coming on now, the 2-2-1. Full court trap, inbound to the near sideline to Hennard. Cross court right to Garcia. She'll bring it across, pass it back, and then get it back down the lane on the right elbow. Spins. Back to the top of the arc off the knee of Young. Loose on the floor. She's diving for it. Picked up by the Hawks in transition by Carrillo. That's a 6th Tatum turnover. Drives the lane in the right block. Double clutch rejected by Naomi Garcia. Takes off with the transition dribble up the near left sideline and is fouled. Beautiful block by Garcia. Just went up straight in the air and ripped the ball out of her hands and then got fouled. That'll be the Hawks' 8th team foul. And we will go to the line once again. Does Tatum to shoot the 2 bonus. Naomi Garcia, first opportunity to be on the line. Villasenor's done all the free throw shooting so far for Tatum with 7 free throw attempts and has converted 4 of those, 4 for 7. 16-9, Tatum by 7 with 15.3 left here in the first. First shot is up, and it's off the front of the rim and comes off. No good for Garcia. So he'll stay at 2 in the scorebook. Sub for the Hawks, Jasmine Carrillo enters with 2 points. Hawks stop at 15.3. She'll take her 3 dribbles, and the shot is up. Jump shot from the free throw line is good. 3 points now for Garcia, 1 and 2 on the line, 17-9. They'll go with the half-court pass over the shoulder, caught by Gianna Carrillo, then fumbled the basketball in the paint, taken away by Naomi Garcia. That's turnover number 11. Sends it up court on the left side of the lane. Almost a travel call. A shot from 15 rolls around the rim and good. Trying to get a hold of it for Tatum was Colby Hennard and puts it through, and that will be the last score of the first quarter. But Tatum having their biggest lead of the game now at 10 at the end of 1, 19-9 over Laguna Acaba in the quarterfinals of the 2A State Girls Tournament in Rio Rancho. We'll take a 60-second break and come back with more Lady Coyote Hoops on Cool 95.7, HobbsAmerica.com, YouTube, and the Cool 95.7 Facebook page.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called SmartHub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the SmartHub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the SmartHub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with SmartHub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
We start the second quarter here at Rio Rancho, the quarterfinals 2A Girls Championship tourney. Tatum up 19-9. Their basketball to start the second. 8 points for Lan Villasenor, 4 for Hennard, but a bad pass on the far right sideline, taken away by Tamani Scott for the Tatum Lady Coyotes. 7th turnover. Pass down to the right corner. 15-footer bouncing off the rim for Lorenzo. No good. Rebound far left by Lazos. Her second. Throws it down the lane. Scoop shot for Creo at the right side. Misses off the rim and goes out of bounds. But Tatum gets a piece of it. Looks like it was last touched by Naomi Garcia. Tatum had 8 rebounds in the first quarter. 10 for Laguna Acoma. Tatum with 7 turnovers and 11 for Laguna Acaba. Inbound to the free throw line, a spin. And a bad pass for Carrillo goes to the timeline, picked up by Kaylee Lorenzo. Gets stripped away by the freshman, Colby Hennard. After the 12th turnover, spin move, a shot from the right block off the back of the rim, no good. And a rebound for the Hawks by Lazos. Her pass sails out of bounds, though, to the Hawks bench on the far left sideline. And that'll be turnover number 13 for Laguna Acoma. Tatum was 5 of 9 on the free throw stripe first quarter for 55%. Laguna Acoma worse than that, 3 of 8 for 37%. Not helping themselves out whatsoever, down by 10. Inbound to the left wing to Aubrey Young. Cross court right to Ramirez. Holds the ball. Taking on the defense of Carrillo. Touch pass right corner to Hennard. Fake to three. Jabs down. Having some pressure by Carrillo. And sends it back deep to the right wing to Young. Young with the pivot. Number two's going at it for each other. Unloads to the right wing to Hennard. To the right corner. Slings it back right wing to Ramirez. Kick it up top with a good ball movement to Garcia. Backs up to the timeline. Sends it left to Karen Bellion, who just checked in. She'll send it to the left corner to Ramirez. Sends it back in to reset to Young, and we're just going to try to move this 2-1-2 zone around just a bit. Holds it for a second, then finds Hennard at the top of the arc. No look pass to the right wing to Garcia. Bounce it back to Hennard on the right elbow. She pivots, goes towards the Hawks bench, far right. Comes back out up top, looking for help. Sends it down to the right corner to Ramirez. Touch pass, free throw line to Garcia. In pressure, dump it to the right block. Shot on the way, air ball for Ramirez. Underneath the hoop for the rebound on the left block is Garcia. She gets sandwiched, and the foul call. That's going to go against Laguna Acaba. They had 8 fouls in the first quarter. They charged that one to Sofia Lazos, her first. Tatum's going to stack it up on the right side of the paint. The inbound coming from the right baseline from Isabel Ramirez. Gets it to the right elbow to Hennard. Pivots, kick out right wing to Garcia. Dribbles back to the time stripe in front of the Hawks bench. Gets tough pressure applied by Gianna Carrillo. Throws a high pass to the right wing to Hennard. Lost the ball as it's stripped away by Gianna Carrillo for Tatum's 8th turnover. And then she gets a little bit too tenacious to try to get the ball back and bumps into the dribbler that time, Gianna Carrillo. So they'll call that foul against Colby Hennard, her first team foul here in the second quarter. Tatum up 19-9 with 5:55 left in this quarterfinal game in the second. Inbound to the time stripe for the Hawks to Lorenzo. Tries to bounce it back door. Too far ahead of her teammate down the right side of the lane, Gianna Carrillo. It gets booted out of bounds. They thought a Tatum player might have kicked that. The Hawk fans screaming bloody murder out there. That will be a turnover for Laguna Acaba, their 14th, compared to this 8 for Tatum. Inbound and getting it back is Gianna Carrillo. She'll dribble to the right side, throw it to the time stripe to Garcia. Ooh, the pass behind her teammate Hennard on the left side, able to come back for it. Touch pass up top to Young. Sends it to the left wing to Garcia. Facing hoop now. Trying to get some rotation. Finds Hennard left baseline. Returns it to the left wing to Isabel Ramirez. Back to the top of the arc to Garcia near the time stripe. She'll dribble around the right circle. Back it out to Hennard on the right elbow. Pivots. Backdoor cut. Bounce pass. Bellion tried to shoot from the right block. Tipped out on the free throw line to Young off the rim. Her third rebound. Bad pass to the right block. Taken away by Gianna Carrillo. Tatum's 9th turnover. Pass to the timeline to Sofia Lazos on the right side. Kick out right wing to Lorenzo. Fakes a three. Drives the lane. Finds a teammate open. Jasmine Carrillo left side. Nails a three from the left wing. Wide open. 5 points for Carrillo. That's the first 3 of the ball game for either team. 19-12. Tatum by 7. The inbound gets deflected to Young at the tie stripe. Bad pass back. Stowed away and laid up but missed by Tamani Scott after the tip. Tatum turnover. Rebound on the right block by Lorenzo. She tries to throw it down the lane, or actually she got tripped and threw the ball. It sails out of bounds. That will be out of bounds on Laguna Acaba. Her 15th turnover. Fans are starting to get real loud. It's getting physical out there. A lot of tripping and body pushing going on. It will be Laguna Acaba basketball. Actually, they're going to give it back to them. Originally, it looked like it was going to stay Tatum's ball. It's going to be 14 turnovers there for the Hawks. From the left baseline to inbound is Lazos. Gets it into the left wing to Barger. Back behind her to Lazos' left side. Slings it down the lane. It's deflected, picked up at the free throw line by Barger. Back up top for a three for Lazos. Off the front of the rim, no good. And chased down at the free throw line. In transition, Naomi Garcia after her third rebound. She throws it to the right block. Or no, she keeps it. Goes to the right block and straight up for 2 on the right side on the reverse. That's her 5th point of the game. 21-12, 9-point Tatum lead. Inbound underneath the hoop to Lazo. Sends it to the time stripe. Near sideline right to Barger. Barger's going to hand off behind to Kaylee Lorenzo in the front court. Sliding left to the middle of the court. As she wants to set up the offense. Getting guarded by Colby Hennard. Unloads wide open to Carrillo right side. Gianna Carrillo misses the 3. Ball loose at the free throw line coming off the rim and picked up for Tatum on the boards by Isabel Ramirez. Sends it ahead to a breaking Colby Hennard. Shot from 15 left side. Ricochet off the back of the rim, no good. And middle of the paint rebound for Kaylee Lorenzo, her 3rd. To the timeline to Lorenzo on the dribble. Crossover move, left elbow, down the lane, reverse with 2 hands. Crashes into a defender who wasn't set. They're going to call the block foul. Ball came off the back of the glass. They're going to charge the Coyotes with a block foul underneath on that left block against Naomi Garcia, her second team foul. Kaylee Lorenzo has not scored in this game. And get her first free throw attempt. We mentioned at the end of one, Tatum, or make that Laguna Acaba 3 of 8 from the charity stripe for 37%. Not the numbers you want to have in a quarterfinal. Free throws up, bouncing around the rim, and glass and good for Lorenzo, her first point of the ball game. She'll get one more. 21-13. Tatum leading by 8 with 3:41 left, second quarter. Here in the quarterfinals of the 2A State Girls Basketball Tournament in Rio Rancho. Second shot is up, bouncing around the rim, same spot, then it rolls around and flushed through finally for Lorenzo, her second free throw. 21-14, a touchdown back, the Hawks. Inbound to the far right sideline of the backcourt to Garcia. Cross court left to Kaylee Lorenzo. Ball's deflected to the right side, and now we got a pass back to the time stripe. They're going to call a backcourt violation. Coach Slover wants to know the official on this far left sideline called it. The official next to the play did not call it. That will be a turnover for Tatum. 11 for the Lady Coyotes. Not a pretty clean game at this point. 11 for turnovers for Tatum and 14 for the Hawks. Inbound to the left wing, front court to J.C. Garcia. Fires up a three, bounces around the rim, comes off left. Chased down to the far right side by Aubrey Young, her fourth board. Throws it up to head to the left block. Pivoting and sliding is Karen Bellion, and they should have had a travel on her, but they're going to call the foul instead. Oh, boy, the Hawks fans are lit up now. They're not a happy camper. They call the foul on Jasmine Carrillo. She did shuffle her feet, but maybe because she got blocked from behind with the hip. That's going to be the third on Jasmine Carrillo. And Karen Bellion will be on the line to try to extend the 7-point lead. It's been as big as 10 here in the first half. First free throw is a brick off the left rim, no good. Tatum is now 5 of 10 from the charity stripe for 50%. And checking back in, Colby Hennard for Mesmeriz Martinez. Now looking around the court, they still haven't brought back Avery Hennard yet since the first quarter. Not sure what's going on there. Second free throw is missed, and we got some pushing and shoving in the paint. Looks like going to call a rebounding foul. As coming down with it on the near sideline for Laguna Acoma was Leah Barger, her first board. They get the foul call there on the free throw shooter. That was Bellion. That's her first. The inbound of the paint in the backcourt underneath the hoop, brought down by Barger. Throws it to the top of the arc, backcourt to Kaylee Lorenzo. Going through traffic, comes down the lane, gets blocked hard. They're going to call it travel. It looked like she was getting bodied up by Colby Hennard there on the right block and kind of stumbled into her. And then her feet shuffle all over the place. You can hear the boos coming from the partisan Hawks crowd. And that will be the 15th turnover for Laguna Acoma. Inbound to the near left sideline to Garcia. Pass out to the far right, backcourt to Young. Up to the timeline. Hennard gets it, stumbles ahead, and a travel in front of the scores table on the far right side. Boy, the Laguna Acoma fans look like they're wearing zebra stripes out here today. That will be the 12th turnover for Tatum. So we got a total of 27 turnovers here in the first half. There's a timeout on the court. Both teams in to catch their breaths. 3:02 left, second quarter. Tatum 21. Laguna Acoma 14. We'll be back in 60 seconds with more quarterfinal hoops in Rio Rancho on Cool 95.7, HobbsAmerica.com, YouTube, and the Cool 95.7 Facebook page.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
The Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are very proud of every single student. With the dedication in the classroom and the dedication in your community, you've made all of Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off, Coyotes. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. For more details about Tatum Schools, please log on to tatumschools.org.
We're back after a timeout here at Rio Rancho's Event Center. Quarterfinals of the 2A Girls State Basketball Tournament. 21-14 Tatum by 7. 3:02 left second. The inbound of the backcourt, two for Laguna Acoma to J.C. Garcia. She's going one-on-one against Garcia in the front court. Unloads to Kaylee Lorenzo far left. Cross court, high pass over to Barger. Kick it down right baseline. A shot on the way for Lorenzo off the right rim. Rebound on the left base. Pulled down for Tatum by Hennard, her second. Goes into the timeline to Naomi Garcia. Crossover move through two defenders. Stumble step, no call on the travel potential there. Unloads the ball to the right wing to Colby Hennard, the freshman. Pass down to the right corner to Naomi Garcia, and they're going to say she got a charge on that one, put her head down a little bit, and barreled into her defender there, went up against Leah Barger. That will be the 13th turnover. Third foul on Garcia, and the third on the Tatum Lady Coyotes. Again, we have not seen Avery Hinyard for a long time out of the court, although Colby Hinyard has spent a lot of time out there as a freshman. The inbound comes to Kaylee Lorenzo, lost the ball coming to the time stripe, taken away by Hinyard, throws it down to the left block, a layup with two hands by Garcia. She's got 7. That is the 16th Hawks turnover. 23-14, a 9-point Tatum lead, 2:15 left second quarter. Hard dribble at the far left sideline, into the front court. Here's J.C. Garcia, goes backdoor, and a layup with two hands by Jasmine Carrillo. 7 points for the senior. 23-16, inbound up to the near left side, having to chase it down as Hinyard's thrown ahead of her. Gets it up court to Garcia, top of the arc. Pass is deflected to the left corner in the hands of Karen Bellion. To the free throw line, to Hinyard. Fires up a jumper off the back of the rim, no good. Ball tipped around. Being tipped up in the air, pulled down on the right baseline by Ramirez. Shot, air ball from the right block, but tipped back up and in on the left side glass by Karen Bellion. Her first bucket and rebound for the Tatum, who now leads by 9. 25-16, and a bad inbound for Laguna Acoma from the right baseline. Booted out of bounds off a tough pressure by Colby Hinyard, and it will be Tatum ball left baseline. That will be Laguna Acoma's 17th turnover here in the first half. 25-16, the Lady Coyotes lead by 9 with 1:36 left second quarter. Tatum stacking it up on the left side of the paint. Inbounding left baseline is Isabel Ramirez. To the left elbow, inbound to Bellion. She pivots, back door cut, lefty layup on the way from Garcia, misses. Rebound right block by Young, her 5th board. She goes up with a J just outside the paint right side, and is fouled going up. Get the foul on Mia Smith, her first, second team foul. And that will put the Lady Coyotes back to the stripe. They are 5 of 11 for 45% from the line. Not much better for Laguna Acoma, but 5 of 10 for 50%. Young trying to get her 3rd point of the ball game. This will be the first free throw here in the second quarter, and nails it. 6 of 12 now, 50% for the Lady Coyotes. They lead by 10. They're matching up their biggest lead of the first half. This could be the biggest here with the next free throw put through by Young. Tatum has 6 scores so far, and 5 for Laguna Acoma. Second shot's a swish for Young. She's got 4 points and 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. Biggest lead now 11, 27-16. 1:25 left second. Long pass up to Smith. Tries to throw backdoor. It's deflected and picked up right corner by Lorenzo. Returns it up top to Smith. Sends it to the left wing to Garcia. Hands off behind to the left corner. Driving the baseline is Lorenzo. Fumbled the ball. Chased down by Lorenzo to the far right side. Kicks it out of bounds. It'll be Tatum ball on the turnover. They're going to definitely have to talk about turnovers at halftime for Coach Nicole Pedro, as their team is really backfiring here, down by 11. Inbound to the time stripe to Colby Hinyard. Goes it across the line to Garcia. Kick out right wing, 15-footer for Young, an air ball. A save on the left baseline, right back in the hands of Garcia. Tries to tip it up. That was a good save by Bellion. No good off the rim. Long rebound heading to half court off the dribble. Gianna Carrillo goes baseline, backs into defender Hinyard, fumbles it out of bounds for a turnover. Boy, Hinyard just keeping her feet solid on the ground, hands up straight. And that will be the 19th Hawks turnover. Inbound a high one to the far right sideline to Garcia, backcourt in front of the Tatum bench. Back deep to Colby Hinyard, who wasn't ready for the pass, almost took her head off and stutter step for the travel. And that'll be number 14 on the turnovers for Tatum. And again, a combined 33 turnovers here in the first half. First game jitters here at the Rio Rancho Event Center. Actually, second game. This is the quarterfinals. The inbound comes to the far left sideline to Smith in front of the Tatum bench. Floats it down left corner to Garcia. Pivots, a couple of dribbles coming back to the left elbow. Free throw line, turns and shoots off the side rim. Ball loose, it gets tipped around, chased down to the left baseline by Smith, her second. Kick out left wing, 3 on the way, and a swish. As putting it through was Carrillo, Gianna Carrillo. She's got 8 points, second tray of the game for the Hawks. 27-19, couple of passes across the timeline. Brought down by Isabel Ramirez. Touch pass to the free throw line to Bellion. Return it back up top to reset to Hinyard. Backs it out to the time stripe. Hinyard's going to dribble right and underhands it to Garcia. Top of the circle now with the dribble. Pass to Aubrey Young on the left wing. Clock to 2-1. She's going to keep the ball. The clock is running out. Tatum did not realize the time left, and that will be the end of the first half. But your Tatum Lady Coyotes up by 8, 27-19 over Laguna Acoma Here at halftime, it's the 2A Girls Championship Tourney in Rio Rancho's Event Center. We'll come back in 3 minutes on the Tatum Lady Coyotes Network.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Imagine having everything we ever dreamed. Don't you want it? Can't you see it?
Now, with the new Lico, you can have it all. Don't settle for slow internet. Lico introduces reliable internet speed experience. No more slow music and video streams. Experience Lico's blazing fast connection. Experience the new Lico with multi-device internet connection. Lico, experience tomorrow's broadband today. 370-5010 or lico.net.
Don't you want it all?
Are you ready to take the next step in your education?
Look no further. With small class sizes and dedicated instructors, you'll get the personal attention you deserve.
Plus, our campus is equipped with state-of-the-art facilities and resources to support your learning journey.
Visit us online at nmjc.edu or stop by our campus to discover why NMJC is a smart choice for your education.
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called SmartHub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the SmartHub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the SmartHub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with SmartHub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Welcome back to halftime here at the Rio Rancho Event Center. 2A Girls State Quarterfinals going on as your Tatum Lady Coyotes lead over Laguna Acoma 27-19. Tatum was up 19-9 in the first quarter, up by 10, but were outscored 10-8 in the second quarter, but still have the 8-point lead. Take a look at the numbers. First of all, for Laguna Acoma, their leading scorer is Gianna Carrillo. She's got 8 points. She went 1 of 4 from the line for 25%, hit a tray, and had 2 rebounds. Jasmine Carrillo had 7 points, including 1 tray, also with 2 boards. Kaylee Lorenzo finished with 2 for 2 free throw shooting and 2 points, 3 rebounds. Mia Smith went 1 of 2 for the line for 1 and 2 rebounds. And it was Sophia Lazos, 1 of 2 from the line for 1 point and 3 boards. So far, there's been 5 scores for Laguna Acoma, and only 2 of those have had buckets. The rest have scored on free throws. 5 of 10 for the charity stripe for the Hawks for 50%. They've hit 2 3-pointers in the first half, but their biggest problem has been turnovers. They've had 19 compared to 14 for Tatum. Rebounding advantage for the Lady Coyotes, currently sitting at 18-16 in those 2 extra rebounds for the Coyotes. Leading rebounder, though, for Laguna Acoma, actually a tie with Kaylee Lorenzo and Sophia Lazos, both with 3 boards. Garcia, Smith, and Jasmine Carrillo, 2 apiece. Now looking at your Lady Coyotes, nobody in double digits yet, but getting close. Luann Villasenor, she has 8 points, been at the line quite a bit due to her nice penetration moves in the paint. She is 4 of 7 from the charity stripe in the first half. Had a couple of buckets as well. Again, 8 points and 3 rebounds for Luann Villasenor. Naomi Garcia had 7 points, went 1 of 2 from the line in the first quarter and had 3 rebounds. Aubrey Young with 4 points, including 2 for 2 free throw shooting, leads the team in rebounds with 5. It's Colby Henner, the freshman who came off the bench and got a couple of buckets for 4 points, 2 rebounds. Sydney Rice with a bucket for 2, and Karen Valian with the rebound, couple rebounds and a score. She's got 2 points as well and went 0 of 2 from the charity stripe. The Tatum Lady Coyotes have had 6 scores in the first half. They were 7 of 13 from the charity stripe, and a bunch of those basically coming at the hands of course, Luann Villasenor, as she definitely was getting a lot of putbacks and some takes down the lane there for Tatum. 53% from the charity stripe for the Tatum Lady Coyotes in the first half. We mentioned they had 14 turnovers compared to 19 for Laguna Acaba, and out-rebounded the Hawks 18-16. We mentioned that Aubrey Young, the leading rebounder, with 5, 3 apiece for Luann Villasenor and Naomi Garcia. And that's about it for the stats in the first half. Again, your Tatum Lady Coyotes lead by 8 over Laguna Acaba, 27-19 here in the quarterfinals of the 2A Girls State Basketball Tournament. You're listening live on HobbsAmerica.com, the YouTube Tatum Lady Coyotes Sports Channel, on Cool 95.7 Radio, plus our Facebook page. Stay with us. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
The Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are very proud of every single student. With the dedication in the classroom and the dedication in your community, you've made all of Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off, Coyotes. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. For more details about Tatum Schools, please log on to tatumschools.org.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Imagine having everything we ever dreamed. Don't you want it? Can't you see it?
Now, with the new LECO, you can have it all. Don't settle for slow internet. LECO introduces reliable internet speed experience. No more slow music and video streams. Experience LECO's blazing fast connection. Experience the new LECO with multi-device internet connection. LECO, experience tomorrow's broadband today. 370-5010 or LECO.net.
Don't you want it all?
Back live at the Rio Rancho Events Center as your Tatum Lady Coyotes lead over Laguna Acaba 27-19, up by 8 in this quarterfinal matchup. Later tonight, 6:15 pregame, 6:30 for the Eunice Lady Cardinals. They're going to play Mesa Vista, the number 2 ranked team in the state. Could be an exciting one right here on Cool 95.7. Also want to remind you that Nacinda Credit Union is your community champion sponsor of the NMAA and title sponsor of the 2025 State Basketball Tournament. At Nacinda, we care about your financial well-being. Stop by any one of our more than 20 branches throughout New Mexico or visit us at nacinda.org and see how we can help you with your financial needs. Nacinda Credit Union, insured by NCUA. As we're about a minute away, warm-ups continuing of the Tatum Lady Coyotes, the only team out of the court right now, as they're trying to get themselves ready for the second half, hopefully to extend on the 8-point lead. Also a shout-out right behind me today at this ball game, former Tatum boys coach Kurt Stevens in the house. Of course, he won that state championship. What was it, back in 2000? That was the year we had 3 Lee County teams, Hobbs, Jow, and Tatum, winning state championships. I know he lives in Amarillo now with a lot of his family, but excited to see him at the tournament. He said it's just like old times being back here. I don't know if I don't think he ever got to play here at Rio Rancho. Most of the other stuff was at Bernalillo and the Pit, etc. years back when he was still coaching. But again, cool to see a former coach from the Tatum programs here this afternoon. And momentarily we'll have TJ Miracle get on with us, and he is reporting from the Pit, where the Hobbs Lady Eagles had a very tough ball game today. Actually, it's a blowout. Big win over Clovis in that quarterfinal for the 5A. And let TJ catch his breath before I throw him on the spot here. Get ready for the second half action as Tatum leads 27-19. Of course, the winner going to go on the semifinals. So get a day off, though, and that'll be Thursday. We'll have that action for you right back here on our No Mark broadcasting stations. Again, later we have Eunice. The Hobbs boys play tomorrow at 4:45, and the Jow Panthers from this same district as the Tatum Coyotes. They'll be on as well tomorrow night. We'll get you all those schedules. And going to give us an update, TJ, about the Hobbs Lady Eagles. Very tough contest they had over there at the Pit today.
It was a nail-biter there for a little while, an 82-21 final. So the Hobbs Lady Eagles coming out and taking care of business and doing a very nice job of that as we get this third quarter going.
Yeah, a little closer affair here. Tatum is going to be defense in this third quarter. A blue team, Laguna Acaba with the ball. Carrillo on the left wing, pivots to the left elbow off the dribble, kickoff left to Lorenzo. Throws it down low to the left block to Brianna Carrillo. Fade away off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound put back up on the right block by Carrillo and scores. 9 points and 3 rebounds. She went straight up high over the rim that time and put it through. 27-21. Stop and go dribble up the near right sideline for Rice. Passes up to the right wing to Naomi Garcia. Back deep to set up the offense to Aubrey Young with a handoff back at the timeline to Garcia. Kick it up top to Avery Hennard, who did not play the second quarter for some reason. She dishes it off to the right corner to Sydney Rice. To hit her at the right block. She fell forward, might have tripped on her defender that time. Looked like she got tangled up with Sophia Lazos and fell to the baseline for the travel. And again, not sure why she didn't play that second quarter. Her sister did quite a bit, the freshman, and she ended up with 4 points. That's the 15th Tatum turnover, 19 for Laguna Acaba just in the first half alone. Pass to the timeline, brought across off the dribble by Sophia Lazos, right wing. Bounce pass up top, pulled down top of the arc by Carrillo. Kick out right wing. 3-point shot by Carrillo off the mark. Rebound left block by Carrillo. Dish off right elbow, shot for Gianna Carrillo. A hard off the iron. Chased down in the left wing by Lazos. Shot from the left block off the back of the rim. Finally, Tatum gets a rebound. Transition dribble now for Sydney Rice. She'll drive to the right side of the lane, tries to bounce it back door to Young on the left block, but sails out of bounds on the baseline. Luckily, it looks like a blue jersey got it before it went out. That's going to go off the hands of Kaylee Lorenzo, and looks like TJ Tatum trying to get in some offensive rhythm here.
Well, they are, and if they can do that, they can make it a very long day. A good job there by Rice to bring it down. Now Tatum has to keep the offensive pressure up, but bad pass right there.
Yeah, inbound to Hennard again. This time fumbled her fingertips. I think she's a little nervous out there, kind of shaking her head right now. That's going to be 16 turnovers for the white and red, who now still lead by 6, although at halftime we're up by 10, so a 4-0 run for Laguna Acaba, and getting a lot of offensive rebounds. Ball's inbounded and a quick dribble on the crossover for Sophia Lazos. Goes through traffic, weaving through, goes back door. She ran over her defender first before passing off. Great job of stepping up in the lane to take a charge. And that was a nice play by Sydney Rice, and that will be a turnover for Laguna Acaba now at number 20 in the ball game.
Well, and a nice job there by Sydney. Got in and got the feet set. She's kind of the straw that stirs the drink for these Lady Coyotes.
The ball's inbounded for Tatum on the far left sideline, in by Villasenor, but knocked out. Boy, Hawks getting a little aggressive there, knocking it to the Tatum bench. Gianna Carrillo on the left side. Inbound of the time stripe to Naomi Garcia, dribbles up top, sends it back to the left wing to Avery Hennard. Takes a few dribbles and stops. Returns top of the arc to Villasenor. Bad pass to the right side. Stolen away in transition by Gianna Carrillo. Turner number 17. She'll drive the lane on the left side. Hook shot at the back of the rim. No good. Pulling it down on the pivot. Getting ripped hard was Hennard. Her second rebound. It looked like her arms are getting ripped off. They called the travel.
Wow, that's just the way it happens sometimes. You don't want to let this Laguna Acaba team stick around. They can come back, and that's what they're trying to do right now.
4 turnovers in the third quarter for Tatum, 18 overall. Inbound right wing, fadeaway 3 on the right side by Carrillo. Gianna, no good. And we got a big scrum pile underneath the hoop. 2 Coyotes battling with the defender, Brianna Carrillo, and it's going to be the arrow for Tatum. 2 girls in on that one, Luann Villasenor and Naomi Garcia. The inbound to the free throw line, backward to Villasenor, gets it to the time stripe to Hennard, got away with the travel, slid her foot. Ball thrown across the timeline to the left wing to Rice. Rice going to dribble back to the time stripe to set up the offense. Gives it off to Naomi Garcia, who comes back and gets it at the top of the circle. Against the zone defense, 1-1-3 right now. Unloads left wing to Young. Up top to reset to Garcia. Dribbles around the left circle, trying to get the zone to move a little bit. Touch pass to Hinner, top of the arc. Returns to the left wing to Young. Young's going to dump it into Hinner on the left wing. Or kicks it back up top to Rice. To the right baseline, driving Villasenor, driving through traffic, lost the ball, but it's taken back for Tatum, luckily by Garcia. She goes to the rack, dumps it low, and lays it in for two.
Good patience right there, as it looked like Laguna Acoma was going to be content just to let them stay outside, not respecting the three-point ability.
Garcia with 9. They go back door, bounce pass. Lorenzo back to the left block. Carrillo misses the shot and pulled down by Avery Hennard, her third rebound, and quickly tied up. That will be the Hawks basketball. I don't see a good rhythm going any direction right now. It's kind of a lot of stumbling and physical play. Right baseline inbound for the Hawks by Lazos. She gets it to the left block, and then a big body coming into the receiver, Brianna Carrillo. Boy, she just got chested into pretty tough that time as they called the foul on Sydney Rice. That's her third.
Yeah, Rice right there didn't quite get it. As if you're going to call it both ways, as it's been very physical, so I'm not sure why that would have triggered it when the others didn't.
Second team foul, inbounding left baseline is Lazos. Deflected pass in the lane, taken away by Tatum's Garcia. That's the 21st turnover. Goes back door, missing the lefty layup is Hennard. Ball loose underneath. Shot taken underneath the bucket by Young. It's still loose off the rim. We got big-time washing machine elbows flopping around by both teams. And that's going to be Tatum basketball. Original rebound by Hennard, and it'll be the arrow for Tatum. And, boy, this is getting kind of ugly out here.
It certainly is. Garcia with another rebound and another look at it. Tatum has got to quit coming up with empty possessions.
Inbound of the paint to Garcia. Kick it out right baseline. 15-footer swishing for Young. She's got 6. It's now 31-21. Back to a 10-point lead. 11 lead in the first half for Tatum. Into the front court, caught by Brianna Carrillo on the left wing. Throws it down the lane, trying to thread the needle. Stolen away by Naomi Garcia, turnover number 22. Gets it up ahead to Villasenor. Backdoor, missing the layup is Hilliard on the right wing. As she goes to the rack, rebound far left corner, pulled down by Lorenzo as she sends it ahead. Shot from 3 right side, Carrillo. Boy, she tanked it. Jasmine off the back of the rim, but a hook shot in the paint on the rebound as she just flung it up there. Brianna Carrillo with 2 points and 3 boards.
Tatum completely lost the transition right there, and that let 4 different Hawks go down and get a shot at it.
Pass to half court, getting hammered, Luann Villasenor, as the defender just bodied into her that time. She tried a wraparound pass. Sofia Lazos, left side of that midcourt stripe. That'll be her second personal. First team foul for the Hawks here in the third quarter, and Tatum holding on to an 8-point lead. They were up by 10 at the half, or 8 at the half, 27-19. Inbound of the backcourt, near the time stripe, slowing it down as Naomi Garcia. Unloads the ball far right to Young. Kick it back up top to Hennard. Takes a dribble top of the circle. Sends it with a deflection over to Rice on the right side. Dump it back to Hennard at the right block. She tries to pivot, but puts the ball right in the arms of Brianna Carrillo for the tie-up. Arrow is just going back and forth, back and forth.
Well, neither team, as you mentioned, able to get any real rhythm going at this point, but Tatum right now on the right end of the scoreboard.
19 turnovers for Tatum compared to 22 for Laguna Acoma. The inbound is fumbled, and they're going to let her go. JC Garcia throws it back door to the right block, going up strong is Brianna Carrillo. That's her second bucket here in the third for 4 points. 31-25 Tatum. The pass to the far left sideline to Hennard. She's going to drive down the lane, tries a double clutch. It's rejected from behind. The block by Carrillo, and rebound on the right baseline, pulled down by Jasmine Carrillo. Her forward, ball loose in the paint as she tried to dribble through traffic. It might have been stolen momentarily.
It was. Hennard got a hand on it and put it up, but Tatum right now being very aggressive on defense. So is Laguna Acoma. And when you got 2 teams that are being very aggressive and neither team able to capitalize offensively, you're going to get a little sloppy, and that's what we've got is a timeout taken by Coach Slover.
That's the 23rd Laguna Acoma turnover. Hennard will go to the line. She has not scored in this game. The leading score was 17 a contest. No free throw attempts either. We'll take a 30-second break and come back live on the Tatum Lady Coyotes Network. Quarterfinal action from Rio Rancho.
Are you ready to take the next step in your education?
Look no further than New Mexico Junior College.
Whether you're just starting out or aiming to advance your career, NMJC offers top-notch programs in so many different fields.
With small class sizes and dedicated instructors, you'll get the personal attention you deserve.
Plus, our campus is equipped with state-of-the-art facilities and resources to support your learning journey.
Visit us online at nmjc.edu or stop by our campus to discover why NMJC is a smart choice for your education.
Back here at the Rio Rancho Event Center, timeout taken by the Tatum Lady Coyotes. Tatum right now holding on to a 6-point lead in a game. Laguna Acoma Lady Hawks 31-25 the score. And as we hit the hardwood once again for free throws, here's Ty Friend.
Yeah, hopefully we won't have anybody hitting the hardwood with their bodies because it's been pretty physical in this third quarter. First free throw attempt, though, for either team in the third. And Avery Hennard, if you can believe it, hasn't scored yet. This is the first attempt at a free throw in this game. First shot is up, and it's in and out, no good. Little jump shot there at the free throw stripe. She'll get one more. Leading scorer for Tatum right now is Naomi Garcia with 9, 8 for Luann Villasenor. And for Laguna Acoma, it's Jasmine Carrillo with 9 and 8 for Gianna Carrillo. Second shot, bouncing out the front of the rim, no good as well. Put back up on the right block and put it through for 2.
Nice job there by Villasenor. She got that rebound and put it back through.
10 points, 4 rebounds for her. Going the other way, double clutch on the left side of the rim is Nia Smith, no good. Ball gets knocked around and pulled down off the floor by Henner. They throw it up ahead to a breaking and a chasing on the ball by Naomi Garcia. Tries to go back door to the left side of the lane to Rice and returns it back left wing to Luann Villasenor. Top of the arc, stop and go dribble down the lane, weaving through traffic, turns and shoots point blank on the left side of the iron and is fouled. And, boy, it seems like we're just throwing it at the rim, but they're getting the foul calls and trying to add on some points on the free throw line.
Well, and if you can, that's what you need to do. Good hustle play, though, there by Sydney Rice as she triggered that as she saved it out and gave them the opportunity to get the foul and now the free throws.
Two fouls on the Hawks, up and good on that first shot by Villasenor. That's 11 points for her now. And she had a ton of free throw opportunities, 4 of 7 in the first half, now 5 of 8. Now make it 6 of 9 with 12 points leading both teams. Definitely the go-to girl here in the third.
A full 10-point lead by Tatum with 3:03 left in the third.
Weaving through traffic into the lane is Mia Smith. Sends it out to the right wing to Garcia. Kick it back, right elbow, shot on the way, and a jumper right through the hole. It's Jasmine Carrillo. She's got 11-4 in this third quarter. We're back to a 7-point game. Pass it to the front court in the lane to Naomi Garcia. Got 3 defenders swarming her. Lost the ball, but it was tipped out by one of those blue jerseys down there. A big storm going on, but Tatum's going to have it underneath their hoop on that right baseline.
Yeah, Carrillo, I think, got the hand on it, and so Tatum gets a break right here.
There's so many Carrillos on this team. There's at least 3 sometimes at the same time. Bounce pass right base to Villasenor. Goes to the rack hard and lays it over the right rim for 2. She's on fire with 6 in the third, 14 overall leading both teams. Tatum by 9. Quickly in the front court, Carrillo, Gianna Carrillo, pivot on the left elbow. Put it up top to Smith. Over to the right wing. Dribbling up top now is Garcia. She'll give it off to Mia Smith. Stop and go on around the left wing. Taking on Henner to the left block. Double clutch and scores off the left glass. Quick first step that time. As she lays it in for 2. That's Smith. She's got 3.
Ross Smith, as she came around a little pick there, and that gave her the free run into the lane and to the rack.
Tatum going to slow it down. They want a rotation going here as Naomi Garcia is going to direct traffic and get us movement around this 2-3 zone. Unloads it to Avery Hennard on the left wing. Back up top to Young. Over to Henry, the yo-yo passing game. To the left corner of Villasenor. Drives baseline. Leads and shoots with a sidewinder hook. High off the rim, no good. Rebound on the right baseline. Pulled down by Mia Smith, her third. Lost the ball. Stolen by Henry. Backdoor layup on the left side by Garcia. It's no good. But chased down on the near right sideline in front of the media table by Sydney Rice. Good hustle on that one. But a bad bounce pass in the right wing. Stolen by Mia Smith. Turnover number 20. Driving the lane left side and running over defender. We got a charge. Getting in the lane on the left block for the Lady Coyotes, Sydney Rice, as she took the brunt of the hit there.
Good job by Rice. She got in and she almost sumo wrestlered that thing right in front of the ref. Went thump, thump, I'm planted, and then got run over, gets the turnover, and gets the ball back in the hands of the Lady Coyotes.
With a little bit stiffer leg with that knee brace, it might have been planting for sure.
Mia Smith second, third team foul, and that'll be the 24th turnover for Laguna Acoma. They throw a long one down the court, half side to Hinyard. Throws it up ahead to a breaking Villasenor. Scoop shot on the left side. She gets hit from behind. Had a teammate right next to her, kind of got in the way that time, but she was able to get the defender go over to the top of both of them and swatting at him like a fly was Jasmine Carrillo.
Well, a nice job right there. Yeah, she kind of ran into one of her own girls, but Laguna Acoma in the wrong place, wrong time. Villasenor takes it to the rack and puts up the first one.
7 of 10 from the line after that make. She's got 6 points. Or make it 7 here in this third quarter, 15 overall. Definitely putting the team on her shoulders in this one. Second shot is up and bouncing around the rim, but falls through. She's made 4 for 4 in this third quarter. It's now 39-30. A steal. Guess who it is? Villasenor for the layup. Counted again. She continues to put them down. 10 points in this third, 18 overall, and the 25th turnover. And we got a stoppage of action here. Looks like they get a timeout as Laguna Acoma wants to talk about it.
Well, they certainly do with 1:18 to go in the third. Tatum 41, Laguna Acoma 30. We're back in 60 seconds here on Cool 95.7 KLEA Hobbs Lovington.
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called SmartHub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the SmartHub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the SmartHub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with SmartHub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
Out of the timeout, back here at the Rio Rancho Event Center, Laguna Acama's basketball, 41-30, Tatum in the lead, and with the call, here's Ty Friend.
Yep, quarterfinals going on now, semifinals. On Thursday, there'll be a day off for one of these teams. Bad inbound as it's taken away for Tatum by Villasenor. Goes back door, the layup converted on the left side by Young. 8 points for Young, and that's going to be the 26th turnover for the Hawks. 43-30, the biggest lead of the game now, 13 for Tatum. Into the front court, a three on the way from the right side, off the front of the rim by Carrillo. Rebound at the free throw line for Tatum by Luann Villaseñor. That's her 5th board. She gets fouled as she tries to jump up the middle of the court.
Good job by Tatum. They had positioning right there. As they got back, they crashed the boards, did a good job, and that should be it for that young lady.
Oh, I think it's 5 team fouls.
Oh, 5 team fouls, okay.
Well, we started the 4th yet? No.
No, not yet, so...
I have them down for 5.
And they got them at 5 on the scoreboard, too. And, yep, they just realized that. So Tatum will be shooting free throws here, and that's a good thing. Stretch it out, because this Laguna Acama team is not going to go away. You can bet on that. But Tatum very, very deep and very, very aggressive, and right now it's paying off.
Boy, Villaseñor has made her last 7 free throws, 4 of those here in the 4th quarter, and she's on fire. 5 for 5 in the 4th alone. So definitely striking it down. 10 points so far, or 11 points here in the 4th. 19 overall for Luann Villaseñor.
It's really helping Tatum stretch out this lead here in the 3rd quarter.
12 of 20 from the charity stripe, just over 50% mark. Another swish for Villaseñor. Taking control of this game. 15-point lead, the biggest of the contest. 45-30, long pass up ahead, down the lane. It's stolen away, and sliding on the court, Avery Hinyard. Probably should have called a travel. Finally, the ref steps up on that one, but she couldn't do much about it. What are you supposed to do? Breaks on your knees.
Yeah, when you're sliding like that. Now, she may want to think about getting a little tough skin on the knees after that.
You need the knee pads with the wheels on them.
Yeah, you hate to give her a turnover, but both teams got one on that one. Inbound top of the arc for Laguna Acama. Right side, Garcia with the dribble. Bounce pass right elbow, fumbled by Jasmine Carrillo, taken away in stride by Sydney Rice. Uncontested righty layup and scores her 4th point, and that will be 28 turnovers for the Hawks.
And Tatum did a nice job there with Rice and Hinnard as they collapsed in on their girl, and they took it away, and they take it away almost again.
17-point lead, the biggest of the ball game. Yep, diving or going up high in the air for it at half court with Sydney Rice, and wasn't Jerry Rice that time. Couldn't get her feet in bounds on that one. Wrong sport, but
she managed to keep from leaping over the media table. Well, that's good.
Yeah, kept your head on your shoulders there.
Thank you. Yes.
And right over the top of us there. Inbound up top to Lorenzo. Handoff. Gives it off to Carrillo. Stolen by on the far sideline, but couldn't get in bounds. Luann Villaseñor. And boy, she's contesting everything now for Tatum.
Well, she is. The Tatum guards are coming back, and in that case with Villaseñor, they sent one of the forwards back. And when they see a chance to swipe that ball away, they certainly do it, and it's led to some quick transition buckets.
Garcia to inbound, back deep, top of the arc to Lorenzo. Drives hard with her left hand, puts her head down. Scoop shot left off the front of the rim. Late whistle. They're going to say a little bump foul there by Naomi Garcia, and took a few seconds to get that one called.
Tatum doing a nice job of not just reading the defense, but reading the floor and being where the ball's going to be.
That's the 4th, if I got it right, for Garcia. 3rd team foul. And on the line will be Kaylee Lorenzo, who's 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. They're only 5 of 10 as a team. First free throw of the second half as she nails that one. 3 points for her.
And that actually will break, I believe, a 10-0 Tatum run there. So with that free throw.
Yeah, Tatum has scored 20 points here in this 3rd quarter and 12 for Laguna Acama. And all the points for Kaylee Lorenzo have been on the line. Perfect 3 for 3.
as Avery Hennard checks out and Colby Hennard checks in. So Hennard for Hennard on the court.
Yeah, she played the whole second quarter. Avery did not play a minute of that quarter. Second free throw bounce around and good for Lorenzo. 4 points all on free throws. 15-point lead. The steal on the inbound. Lorenzo with a little fade in the paint gets knocked to the floor. That'll be a turnover for Tatum. That is their 22nd of the ball game. And they'll get a chance for some more free throws on this one.
And that's just a case right there of Sydney Rice not being able to get out of her own way. That knee brace kind of got in her way. She was trying to slide that leg and move it to keep it out of the way, but just couldn't.
I believe that's her fourth personal, so she's got to be careful. First free throw is up and swish for Lorenzo, coming on strong now. She is one of their seniors and has 5 for 5 free throw shooting, leading the cause. And there are senior Latin on this ball club as well. They've got a total of 6 on the roster. One more shot coming for Kaylee Lorenzo. Trying to get this lead down to 13. It's been as big as 17 here in the third. Second shot is up and in and out, no good. Chased down the left block, pulled down by Villasenor. That's her 6th rebound. She'll take a dribble in the front court through 2 defenders. Bounce pass left elbow to Hennard. Back to the right baseline. A big 15-footer way over the rim by Young, but tipped back up and in on the left block. Push shot by Garcia before the buzzer.
Nice offensive rebound input back there.
So we head to the fourth quarter. Tatum 8 minutes away from moving into the Final Four. They lead Laguna Acoma 49-33. Back in a minute on Cool 95.7.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
Back here at the Rio Rancho Event Center, the Tatum Lady Coyotes up by 16 points, 8 minutes away from a trip to the semifinals. 49-33 the score, and with the call is Tatum basketball. Here's Ty Friend.
Leading Luann Villasenor with 20, 11 for Naomi Garcia, and for Laguna Acoma, Jasmine Carrillo 11, 8 for Gianna Carrillo. Tatum basketball, guaranteed they're going to run some clock here. Pass left side, Avery Hennard. Cross court right to her sister. That's Colby Hennard. She'll slide to the top of the arc off the dribble. Kicks it left wing to Young. Bounce pass left baseline. Going to the rack hard with it. Avery Hennard, quick first step and lays it in. Her first bucket of the ball game. She's been averaging 17 a contest. Definitely could use that one. 51-33, 18-point lead. Bad pass in the lane at the other end. Laguna Acoma now with 29 turnovers. Taken away in stride by Garcia. She'll slow it down up top. Sails it over to Young on the left wing. Touch pass, left corner. Avery Hennard. She'll back out of traffic. Sends it back deep to Young. Young will slide it to the right side to Colby Hennard. Lefty dribble. Kick it to her sister. To the left side, Avery Hennard. She'll back it out. Now we're starting to see some red a little bit. Running clock. Over to right wing to Young. Kicks it back up top to reset to Garcia. To the left wing to Villasenor. Down the lane. Gets going up hard with it and gets kneed right in the midsection. She tries to throw it down the lane on a runner.
Yeah, big collision right there as Kaylee Pacheco tried to get in to block her out. Didn't work that way. Good job drawing the contact and heading to the line for Villasenor, and she has a chance to get this up to a 20-point Lady Coyote lead.
10 of 13 from the line, but misses that one. She'll get one more. And how do you guys feel about this 5-foul thing on the quarters the last couple seasons? Does that work for you or not?
It's taken a little getting used to. I'll just leave it at that.
Second shot is up and good. 21 points now for Villasenor. And she is 11 of 12 of 15, 11-15. Steal on the inbound in the right corner. Another turn for the Hawks. And a pass coming from the right wing all the way to the left, but sails over the head of Naomi Garcia to the Tatum bench. It will be Hawks basketball, so Tatum picks up a turnover as well. They have got 23, though, compared to 30 by Laguna Acoma.
7 minutes left in the game.
Kaylee Lorenzo in the front court, got the ball knocked out, taken away by Colby Henyard. Backdoor to layup, wide open for it is Villasenor. She has got 23 points, and there we go again. 31 turnovers for Laguna Acoma.
Henyard with good wingspan, tipped that one away, and Villasenor playing bird dog, got the breakaway.
JC Garcia bounces it backdoor to Carrillo, misses the layup, rebound in the paint by Henyard. That's her sixth. Throws it ahead to a breaking, but missing the layup. Luann Villasenor off the left side. She gets her own rebound, laying on the ground. Her seventh, tries to roll it up top, and we got a whistle. What happened here?
Bodies crashing on the floor, and I think they're going to get Avery Henyard as she came through and went behind Lorenzo and just knocked her down in that mad scramble for the basketball out at the top of the key.
Tatum moving the ball around so well. They're making really quick transitions.
6:30 left, fourth quarter, 54-33, 21-point lead, the biggest of the ball game. Stop and go dribble coming in the front court is Smith. Bounce pass to the right wing to Lezos. Down in the right corner, holding it for a second. Garcia, kick it back up top to reset to Lorenzo. Back to the right corner, driving baseline is Lezos. High shot is off the side of the rim. Rebound underneath by Henyard. That is her seventh. That is Avery Leonard. She gets a pass and gets it deflected back to herself to the right corner. Spins. Tries to fire it to the lane, but it's knocked off the hand of Garcia. Saved on the left wing by Young and returns back to the timeline to Villasenor. Over again to Young on the left side. A run clock. Finds Colby Henyard up top. Sends it back to her sister, Avery Henyard on the right wing. Spin move as she takes on Garcia. Back over to the left side to Villasenor. Stutter step down the lane, lost the ball in the paint as it's ripped away by Jasmine Carrillo. That'll be 24 turnovers for Tatum.
Almost looked like she was trying to flip it inside to Garcia, but yeah, with the tip, it becomes a turnover.
Pass up ahead to Lorenzo, pass to the right corner. Garcia fires a three and puts it through.
Well, nothing but net. Beautiful shot.
And that's the first time that Tatum has left one of the outside shooters with even a sliver of daylight, and Laguna Acoma makes them pay.
First tray of the game for her, three for the team in this ball game. 54-36 though, Tatum still by 18. Number one team in the state. Pass down to the right block, driving the paint, reverse on the left. Henyard is fouled, but they didn't call that. It looked like she got tripped, but she laid it up over her left side as her fourth point of the ball game here in the fourth. Tatum by 20. Pass is deflected in the paint. Ooh, a good Acoma girl knocked down.
Got away with that.
Colby Henyard there, able to throw the ball up ahead, missing an uncontested layup. Jasmine Carrillo gets her own rebound, fade away on the left block and scores. 6 points and 4 rebounds, and boy, did Colby Henyard get obliterated at the other end. The inbound comes in as Henyard gets it. She throws it up the far left sideline to Naomi Garcia. A 56-38 game for Tatum with 4:38 remaining.
At some point, these Laguna Acoma Lady Hawks are going to have to pick the pressure up on Tatum.
Pass to the right block, fade away for Young. An air ball rolls out on the left baseline, trying to save it. Naomi Garcia, not quite the shot you want with no rebounders ready.
No, it's not, but at the same time, you're up by 18 points, 4.5 to go.
Super Bowl throw, coast to coast to Lezos. Tries to drive down the lane. Actually, it was Jasmine Carrillo, and kind of holding on for dear life, trying to stop the layup from behind Avery Henyard, so she'll get the foul. That would have been probably an easy two, but nice throw from that baseline, about three-quarters court.
It was. What was even more impressive was Avery busting it back to get there. Even though she got the foul, she got back to where she could at least contest it. Now she'll check out, and Aubrey Young will come back, or pardon me, Sydney Rice will come back in.
Thought that was a shooting foul, but they're giving it to Laguna on the right baseline, so dodging a bullet there. Sophia Lezos tries to get it in, gets booted by Carrillo on the left block, and it goes out of bounds in front of us on this near right scores table. So Laguna Acoma going to get another fun stat. Their turnover that they've been having most of this game, that is 32 total now. And it's now 4:20 left in the contest, 56-38, Tatum by 18. Getting a screen is Villasenor coming down the lane after Garcia stepped up for her. Pass back to Garcia at the time stripe. Sends it back left wing. Almost not ready for it was Villasenor. Drives the lane. Bounce pass left baseline to Henyard. She'll return it back deep to reset to Garcia. Unloads back to the left side to Henyard. Colby Henyard, the freshman, backing it out. Sends it back to the timeline to Young. Touch pass back to Villasenor to run clock in front of the Tatum bench left. To left elbow to Rice. Dumps it over to right wing to Young. To the right baseline, driving is Garcia. Kicks it back to the right wing to Rice. Back deep to the timeline. Holding the ball by herself, Villasenor. Dribbles to the left elbow. Bounce it off to the left wing in front of the Tatum bench to Young. Back to the time stripe. Her pass deflected to the far right to Garcia. Slides up top off the dribble. Sends it left side to Villasenor in front of Tatum's bench again. Same side to Henyard on the pass.
And the Laguna Acoma faithful starting to get just a little bit unsettled.
Yeah. Has a player open underneath. Garcia misses the shot. Point blank range. Rebound underneath the hoop. Pulled down by Lezos. Her fifth. Throws it across the timeline. Clock running here to Mia Smith, top of the arc. 3:18 left. Down the left baseline to Lezos. Kick it to the left elbow. Shot for Carrillo. Jasmine off the front of the rim. No good. Bodies are crashing in the paint. Loose on the ground. And chasing it down in the right corner for Laguna Acoma with Smith. Smith will give it off to the right wing, gets it back from Garcia, drives the lane, lost it off her elbow. It sails out of bounds as she tried to scoop it over to the left wing, past Carrillo, out to the media table over here on the right side, and that'll be another Laguna Acoma turnover.
And not sure in that whole series right there why Carrillo didn't take the shot. She was wide open in the right wing and just decided to pass it off and look for something different. If Laguna Acoma wants to climb back into this one, they've got to start taking those open shots.
And no scoring in the last 2 minutes of clock time. Clock is Tatum's friend, though.
33 turnovers don't help your case so much for Laguna anyway. Into the front court comes Cindy Rice with 2:51 remaining. Just backs it out to the timeline. Finally, a blue jersey comes out. Lorenzo over the right side to Villasenor. To the left wing to Young. She's going to juggle it back to the time stripe and unload it to Garcia. Kicks it to the right wing to Avery Henner. Drives baseline double team down the lane. Threading the leader to Rice. Misses a shot right over the rim. Pulled down to the left baseline by Henner. Back door off the glass with two hands and putting it through is Garcia for her 13th point of the ball game. Nice pass from Henner.
And a big fight there to get the ball and to keep that one alive.
You said fight. My head spun right over there.
58-38, 20-point lead by Tatum with 2:23 left.
Their pressure knocks it out of bounds, so still full court going to be applied here for Tatum. They're going to go with another Super Bowl throw. This is a half court. It's picked off for Tatum. Nice job of getting up in the air by Cindy Rice. That's another turnover, 34 total for Laguna Acoma. Ball on the top of the arc, the pass to Garcia. Kicks it off right wing to Young. Young going to spin, go to the baseline. Good pressure being put on by Lorenzo. Gives it off same side right to Hennard. Back deep to the time strike to Villasenor. Running clock with 2 minutes remaining. Boy, the Hawks fans are playing D for him right now. Back to the right wing to Young. Bounce pass, same side to Rice. Cross court left over to Villasenor. Just happy to run the clock with a 20-point lead down to 1:50 remaining. Unloads to Hennard on the right wing. That's Avery Hennard, the junior. Back to the left side to Young. Swing it back, yo-yo pass to Garcia. Touch it down to the right corner to Hennard. Avery Hennard with the pivot. Throws it down the lane, trying to get down to the left block to Garcia, but it's taken away in the paint by Kaylee Lorenzo. And that'll be 25 turnovers, and there's a timeout as the coach of the Hawks wants to talk about the time remaining. Nicole Pedro, not much to work with.
93 seconds remaining. Tatum 58, Laguna Acoma 38. We're back in 30 here on Cool 95.7 in the Tatum Sports YouTube channel.
The Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are very proud of every single student. With the dedication in the classroom and the dedication in your community, you've made all of Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off, Coyotes. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. For more details about Tatum Schools, please log on to tatumschools.org.
Laguna Acoma takes the timeout, leaving them, I believe, 1 to go here in the ball game. Tatum is on cruise control, leading this one 58-38, setting up a date on Thursday morning right back here at the Rio Rancho Event Center with Tucumcari. But we play out the string. Anything can happen while there's time on the clock. And as we head back to the action, here's Ty Friend.
Well, Don, a chance for 3 Lee County girls teams to punch ticket. We got 1 already. This one looks like 2. We got 1 tonight.
That's right. Eunice will be tuning up at 6:30 tonight right here on the Rio Rancho Event Center floor.
And matter of fact, Eunice watching their Lee County neighbors and rivals over in the, I believe that is the north end of the arena. I saw Coach Gary Frazier over there.
Another red team that will be representing later tonight. The inbound of the backcourt first was held in control in the front court, Mia Smith. Now, if you haven't got control yet, they're going to give you a break. It rolled in the backcourt, and they said she had control first and then lost it, so they're going to call that a backcourt violation, if that makes any sense. 35 turnovers now for Laguna Acoma.
Sounds a little like Clovis earlier today.
Same result in favor of the Lady Eagles on that one. Luann Villasenor with the ball, top of the arc. Behind her to Hennard. Returns it over to Aubrey Young on the left wing, 1:15 remaining. Pass up top, bobbing around by Naomi Garcia, is able to control juggle style, and finds Villasenor far left. Touch pass up top to Hennard, spin move to the free throw line, bounce pass back door, missing the layup with 2 hands is Rice. Underneath the hoop, it's loose, going down on the floor for it is Avery Hennard. And although she hasn't had a lot of points in this ball game, she is getting on that hardwood, even with the 20-point lead, the tie-up, and it will be the Hawks basketball.
Well, Tatum is going to go after everything that is loose on the floor. We've seen that all season long, and especially under Coach Greg Slover since he took back over. This is a tough, aggressive team.
Slover took over. Tatum was taking over in this one. Ball down to the left wing. Sophia Lazos. She'll hold it for a few seconds. Actually, that's Brianna Carrillo. Clock running with 45. Tries to thread it down the lane in the hands of Lazos. Fumble, picked up and shot. Fade away by Carrillo. No good. Underneath the hoop for the rebound. Waiting for it. Villasenor. That's her 8th board. She'll dribble through traffic down the front court with 30 seconds remaining in the game. Tatum up by 20. Sends it back deep, but here we go, the yo-yo game again. Aubrey Young up top to Avery Hennard.
Can pretty much just yo-yo this one out. It doesn't look like Laguna Acoma is going to come out and pressure at all. Tatum will be content just to run the string out and punch their ticket through to Thursday morning.
Yep, Tucumcari next up. The Snakes will be in the house. The Rattlers will have that game for you. Back deep to Avery Hennard with 10 seconds, and the blue team has let the air out of the sail. And it's just going to hold on to it as Villasenor. What a great game for her. 23 points, and the clock runs out here at the Rio Rancho Event Center. Tatum Coyotes are victorious.
58-38 the final. The Lady Coyotes moving on into the 2A semifinals. We'll be back to wrap this one up and preview the nightcap with Eunice and Mesa Vista. Right after this, Tatum Lady Coyote basketball continues in a moment on Cool 95.7.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Imagine having everything we ever dreamed. Don't you want it? Can't you see it?
Now, with the new Lico, you can have it all. Don't settle for slow internet. Lico introduces reliable internet speed experience. No more slow music and video streams. Experience Lico's blazing fast connection. Experience the new Lico with multi-device internet connection. Lico, experience tomorrow's broadband today. 370-5010 or lico.net.
Are you ready to take the next step in your education?
Look no further than New Mexico Junior College.
Whether you're just starting out or aiming to advance your career, NMJC offers top-notch programs in so many different fields.
With small class sizes and dedicated instructors, you'll get the personal attention you deserve.
Plus, our campus is equipped with state-of-the-art facilities and resources to support your learning journey.
Visit us online at nmjc.edu or stop by our campus to discover why NMJC is a smart choice for your education.
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called SmartHub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the SmartHub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app or go to our website at lcbcnet.com and look for the SmartHub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with SmartHub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
Back here at the Rio Rancho Event Center, the Tatum Lady Coyotes punching their ticket through to the 2A Final Four as they take the victory over the Laguna Acoma Lady Hawks, 58-38. An exciting game to be sure, especially for the red and white. And now they'll take on the purple and gold on Tuesday. But Ty Friend, was an exciting game and always a good one when the red and white get the win.
Yeah, there was 60 turnovers in this contest, although Tatum got the better of the stick there, 25 versus 35. And, kind of ugly basketball at various parts of the game. Got a little physical as you guys came in the third quarter, and boy, bodies were flopping. And, it was a closer game at halftime, about an 8-point, and then things just didn't get tracked up right for those two offenses. But regardless, they got the win, and actually had to do it with one of their players not really scoring as much as she usually does. She averages 17 a game, but Avery Hennard only finished with 4 in this game, all coming in the fourth quarter, sat out the entire second quarter. So I'm not quite sure what the issue is. I'm not sure if she was 100% in this game or not, but still her teammate Lewis Luann Villasenor with 23 in the contest, 11 of 15 on the free throw line, and had 8 rebounds. So, again, just continued to go down the lane. She was getting rebounds, taking care of business in the paint, and really forcing the issue. Also, Naomi Garcia with 13 points, 1 of 2 on the line, 3 rebounds. Those two combined for 36. Aubrey Young, 8 points and 5 boards, 2 for 2 on the line. A couple players getting 4 apiece. Avery Henry, we mentioned. Colby Henry, her sister, had 4, and so did Sydney Rice. So sprinkling in some other players there, including Karen Valian with 2 points. And total looks like of 8 players scoring for Tatum. They went 14 of 23 from the line for 60%. 10 less turnovers, as we mentioned before, and out-rebounded their opponent 32 to 26, thanks to a ton of boards for several players out there. 8 for Villasenor and 7 for Avery Henry. And a lot of Avery's rebounds were late in the game, too, as she had spotty time in that. We said no time in second quarter, but so she had to make up some of those stats with limited time out there. Should also mention, too, I don't have a record of, I don't think anybody got a 3 in this game for Tatum, but there were 3 for Laguna Acoma.
Yeah, taking a look at the official stat sheet that they brought over, and no 3-pointers made by the Tatum Lady Coyotes. So everything they got was the old-fashioned kind, and then from the charity stripe. But played tough, hard basketball, and that's what you're going to have to do. It just gets more physical from here on in, and I think maybe it's Tucumcari coming up. You said you saw them in the playoffs actually last year. They're traditionally, at least when I've seen them up here, and we've played them a couple of times, over the years, very physical generally.
Yeah, they've kind of moved around in the divisions too. That used to be a real big recreation area, a lot of population in and out of there, and I think the population has dwindled a little bit, so it's kind of hard to keep their base of athletes the way they like to. So again, tough game for Tatum. They don't get to see some of these teams very often, during the regular season. Sometimes tournaments around the state they might get a chance to watch, but in terms of the state tournament, it's a one-and-done situation. That puts a lot more pressure on you. And this Tucumcari team, 23-7 on the year, 9-1, very similar to record to what we saw of Laguna Acoma. So they beat Legacy Academy, one of those private schools, 50-44, close game, a 6-point game against a team that was 20-9 earlier today. So that's why they're getting to the spot. Again, a day off. I don't know, as a coach, is that good, bad, or how do you like? Unless you have injuries, I guess. But
I've heard it both ways. I've talked to some coaches over the years, and I won't throw any of them under the bus, so to speak, because they didn't tell me I could share this. But some of them love it because it gives them a chance to just relax. They'll go find a high school, or they'll go find the Y. They'll practice. They'll just relax. They'll recoup. They'll look at game film. They'll get ready. Some of them hate it because we're dealing with high school kids, and you're 5.5 hours from home, and high school kids, sometimes they don't go to bed when they're supposed to, and you have just all kinds of problems. So it's about 50-50. I think I would prefer not having the day off, but maybe that's just me.
Let me ask you a question. Do you take them to the mall?
Yes.
That's a sexist question, by the way.
When I was in school, the boys went to the mall too, so it's okay.
I'm sorry, Don. I didn't mean that.
It's okay. That's all right. I think a day off up here in Albuquerque, you got lots of choices on on some R&R, right? And you want to have some fun. But I think to TJ's point, sometimes your routine is important in trying to stick with your normal routine as much as you can to and that helps stave off the nerves and the other factors, that come into play on the big stage when you're here at the state tournament. So I think it's better to just keep the engine going and not have that time off, but that's me.
Well, very tough district, too. I mean, 4 teams made it in. Eunice, Jowl, Tatum, and also Texaco. What about this Eunice team coming up tonight? They're playing the number 2 seed Mesa Vista, 25-3. Eunice at 22-8. And, of course, Gary's been around a long time with the Eunice program and battles with Tatum, with the team we just saw win here. I mean, a lot of excitement. He retired, came back to coaching, and now he's got his team back up, a chance to get themselves in the semifinals.
I think Gary's retired 3 or 4 different times from 3 or 4 different things. But, yeah, I mean, Coach Frazier definitely knows what to do. And this, Dawn, you and I have actually seen this Eunice team a couple of times this year. And they're a team that is probably not going to overwhelm you and overawe you with their offensive firepower, but they play tough defense, they crash the boards, and they give themselves second chances. And if you give them a sliver of space, they'll take it.
Yeah, and of course, let's not forget about the great they got a kid that's going to light it up from the outside. I know she's got a I think, a career record there for three-pointers, and we'll see if she's able to jack those up in this game. Lena Rodriguez, the senior, she can definitely shoot way outside. I've seen several games this season where she pretty much put the team on her back.
I have a feeling her dad taught her how to do that. He was a pretty good three-point shooter, I understand himself, when he was in high school at Eunice. So we'll have that coming up for you around 6:30 after the Crown Point and Navajo Prep game, which will be going on here in just a few minutes. 58-38, our final. Once again, the Tatum Lady Coyotes moving through to the 2A semifinals. So for Evie Stuber in studio engineering and producing, for Dawn Morgan, for Ty Friend, I'm TJ Miracle. We'll see you again here back around 6:15 or so for the Eunice Lady Cardinals. But thanks for listening and watching the Scorebug anyway. For the Tatum Lady Coyotes here on Cool 95.7, an exclusive presentation of Walmart Broadcasting and Cool 95.7 Sports.